Hey Laura, how you doing? Yes, you're first, Laura. That's for sure. You are, you are. Hey, Dominic's here.
And here we are. Yes.
How you doing, Dominic?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yourself?
I did a bunch of running around this afternoon, and I also took a couple of naps. And
Sounds good.
yeah,
Naps are always good.
nothing wrong with that, is there?
No.
Refreshes you a little bit anyway.
Oh, most definitely.
W Drones Daryl, how you doing?
Hey, Daryl. Hmm?
He'll be right back, Laura. Laura put a message in the chat for you.
Okay, sorry about that, Ed. Oh, I was asleep, unfortunately. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. So, um, Waypoint, what's going on? There comes Captain Joe. Hello, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
Another day in paradise. I know I'm losing my mind because I made a special trip over to go pick up some weed killer, because I
Yeah.
have a sprayer. And I came back and I dug around over by where the sprayer was, and I've got all kinds of chemicals for killing weeds and everything already still there, like gallons of it. And so I turned around real quick and went back to Ace Hardware and returned it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you there. What you got to do is what's my video? Before you buy something, go see if you got it.
Yeah, that would be smart for sure.
Don't do like my son told me this morning as he's walking out the door. He's walking out the door and he says, "Oh, that was your last roll of toilet paper out of your bathroom." I said, "What?" He says, "Yeah, I used all the ones in mine, and that's the last roll you had." I'm saying, "Oh, I'm glad I got a hidden roll."
Yeah,
I told him, I said, "I'm gonna lock it up, and you're gonna start using your hand.
or a shower.
You better
Stick
get him a
his,
bidet."
stick his butt up in the air.
Yeah, got to do something. Get him a bidet.
Those bidets
Speaking of
aren't
which,
cheap. They're not cheap
good
either.
day. Good day, Dominic.
Yeah, good morning.
Since I said bidet, it was close.
Yeah,
Ever since Dominic's working on something.
yeah, I was.
Dominic getting that girl schedule together.
Yeah,
Got to make sure they're on the right corner.
yeah.
Hey, I'd be proud of you, man. Yeah, you'd be my hero.
Well, there's nothing like making a little extra money on their side,
You're right.
or on their back, or whatever.
Yeah, we better stop going the wrong way.
Sunstar,
Oh,
good. Hello, Little Lava Laura, not good enough. LOL.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got the message at what 1:30 a.m. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, you were sleeping.
what did I miss at 1:30?
No, my 1:30. Laura's stream.
Oh, shoot. I was out. I was flying.
Yeah, Laura was giving Dominic hell because not showing up for her stream. It was at 1:30 in the morning, his time.
If it was 1:30 in the morning, I probably wouldn't have been up either. I feel real terrible right now. I
Why?
got here. I got here and I had to stop at the grocery, got back. I just got back. And I'm putting everything away and I give the dogs their little shredded wheat treat. And I give Tino his and he don't take it. He's pouting. And I'm looking at him pouting. And I'm saying, "What's the matter? You want this?" He kind of turns away from it. So he's pouting. So he gets off the thing, walks over where the other paper's at in the living room, gets out in the middle of the thing and squats like he's gonna pee on my carpet. So I walk over there and I popped him on his butt. And I don't do that. I never hit him. I popped him. I said, "Don't you pee right here." He took a step up, did it again. I popped him again. I said, "Don't you do it." He looked at me, walked over, got by the paper, and he threw up on the paper. So he was going to throw up. He wasn't going to pee.
Ah,
And I said, "Dude, I am so sorry." I said, "I owe you a hamburger or something." I said, he just looked at me. Now he's sitting on the other side. He's actually sitting, looking outside away from me, looking the opposite way.
oh, he's giving you the cold shoulder.
Oh, he's mad. He's he's mad at me. He says, I said, "I'll call him," and he won't even look. But I don't know what got him, what did it, but he threw up just a couple of pieces of phlegm. I said, "You want a piece of hamburger?" And he just looked the other way. So he's pissed with me. The thing that got me is when I didn't hit him hard, but I just popped him to let him know. And he just took it like a man, he just took another step like he was gonna continue peeing. And it looked like he was doing that. That's why I did it.
Oh, and all he was
About to
doing
say-
was hunched over trying to throw up, right?
He was getting ready to throw up. When I hit him the second time, he just looked up at me, and I moved him over by the paper. I got him on the paper. He reaches down and throws up. I said, "You got to be kidding me! How I missed that? I owe him something. I owe him a lot.
Poor little guy. You gotta go outside.
He won't even look at me. He's that mad. Where's my best man? Uh-oh, you look back.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a couple of messages.
All right.
Here's Justin.
Yeah, make sure that girl knows she can't take credit cards. Look, Justin.
Yeah. 9 p.m. was just too too early. I was up at about 9:15 your time then.
I mean, he's on the other side of the room. Won't come over here.
Justin, how you doing, buddy? Probably gaming.
Just sitting here.
Well, he's walking back. Come here, Tina. Come here. Want this meat? Come here. Okay, he's sitting there looking at me now, at least.
What do you got any treats that he really likes?
Well, I got a hamburger right now, trying to get him to come get a piece. I threw a piece of the bread over there, and he walked back this way. When one of them walked back that way, he took off back and went and got it. Well, I might have got to his stomach, you know.
Yeah,
You know.
you just don't know.
Yeah, he took the piece of meat. He took the meat from him. Hey, Tina, I'm sorry, man. Dude, I'm so sorry. He turned around, walked away. He said, "I'll take the meat, but the hell with you."
Let's see, you got Laura, Daryl, Brian, Sunstar. It's on the panel.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of people, and they got 9 people here, but used to be in the day we get like 20, 25.
Yeah, but we're in the summer and it's Sunday. So
Sunday fun day.
38. Graduated in 03. Laura, you know that. I just said that in the Discord chat.
Why does Laura want to know if you're 30, how old you are?
Because we were talking in Discord and I said I graduated in 03.
just a baby.
Making fun of me.
Just a
Yep.
youngin'.
Paul graduated in 03, but it was a different 03.
I'm
It's hard for me to believe it's been 50 years for me.
You want me to go get that stuff?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Mark,
Good evening.
Mark, what's up?
Hello. Sorry I didn't make it this morning, but we were having a bit of a problem with my mum.
Oh, no.
All right, or what?
Yeah, she decided that she didn't want to go home after church and walked off slowly, but walked off. Wouldn't get in my sister's car, so I had to go and walk to where she was and help, because she was of the opinion that she didn't want to go with my sister back home. So I had to go and help them get her home.
Does it depend on what year you started in school over here, Laura? That's why. Wait, hold on. Was it oaths?
Well, sure, right now.
Better than she was, but she's not well at the moment. The doctor's of the opinion that she's in final stage heart failure, and it's affecting her cognitive functions.
Yeah.
She's starting to think everybody's against her.
My mom, of the last couple of days, every time somebody different walked into the room, she'd tell them off and tell all their history of that bad stuff.
Yeah.
It was dangerous to go in that room.
Yeah. It is, and it's getting to my sister because she spends all day, every day there looking after her.
She kept telling my sister, "That's all right. Before I die, I got a secret. I got to let everybody know. I've got a secret. I got to let everybody know." My sister kept saying, "Wonder what it is." And my sister was sitting there, and it was just me and my sister. And I said, "She's gonna admit that Kirk's our half brother." And my sister's jaw like to hit the table. And my sister said, "What are you talking about? She had the baby." I said, "She had the baby, but it wasn't Dad." And she looked at me and she goes, "Dad, no, you crazy." I said, "How am I crazy?" I said, "Go back during that time. You were married. You had a kid. You were gonna have another kid." I said, "Go back during that time." I said, "Mama used to go out on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night, go out and come back." I said, "She wound up moving out and coming back. And then some guy named Sal came over one day, and my dad said, 'You come back by this door, I'll shoot you.'" You know, come back near this house, I'll shoot you, like this. And as far as we know, I never saw him again, but I remember exactly what the guy looked like. Okay. And I said, and I told her to Beth, and Beth looked at me, she goes, I said, and then she had Kirk. I said, and Kirk sure does not look like Dad right now.
Yeah.
And the older he gets, the more he looks like Sal. So I think that was the what she was going to tell everybody, but she never did.
Never did.
Yeah, I don't think you guys do as many years over there as we do, Laura. As we do 5, 6. If you do preschool, technically you do, let's see, 5, 13 years in school.
Hmm.
I don't know. What grade levels do you guys do in England?
Well, they can start school at 3 in nursery and 4 in preschool, but the normal first year of primary school is when they're 5.
That's kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
And then you
So
go, what, 5th grade?
We don't do grades, we do years.
Yeah, we do years.
Then
Oh,
you can,
that's why. I didn't start till I was almost 6, Laura, because of my birthday.
you can leave school at 16 or you can carry on and do A levels until you're 18.
Thought you would be-
Yeah, see, that's why. Like I said, it all depends on what year you start. Some kids will start kindergarten when they're 5, some will actually start at 6, depending on when their birthday falls.
Everybody heard about the bird.
Yeah, we just call it infant school rather than kindergarten.
Oh, God, we're talking about education
Cause
again.
our schools go,
Yeah.
they have
Laura brought
preschool,
it up.
kindergarten, 1st through 5th grade. Then you go to middle school, which is 6th through 8th. Then you go to high school, which is 9th through 12th.
Rumor has it Justin didn't graduate kindergarten.
He failed plasticine.
Daryl,
Kindergarten
Wow.
leave
dropout.
school at 16, no wonder the
Laura's
US is
told me to
superior.
explain the UK education system. 'Cause this is what I really love talking about.
Oh, great.
Did you see
I'm going to
what
explain it
Daryl
once.
said?
I'm going to explain it once. Not going to argue about it. I'm going to tell you what it is, and then we're going to move on. Right. You start off
I
at
get it.
nursery,
I get it.
age 9 months, up to the age of 3 or 4. Then you start primary school, which is juniors. Then you go into top infants, or
The
yeah,
fuck?
you go into it's infants, then it's top infants, then it's juniors, but they're all part of the primary school system. At the age of 11, you go into year 7, which is your high school, secondary school, whatever you want to call it. High school is normal term because secondary school are for those that normally get booted out of mainstream education because it's called secondary chance.
Oh yeah, we just go by numbers.
So you start,
It used to get called secondary school because it came after primary. Simple as that.
so
We
you
have
start
elementary,
year
middle,
7,
and high school.
and then at year
And we
11,
got junior in between.
school. You can leave school at the age of 15 on the condition your birthday is before the 31st of August.
Oh, you say either middle school or junior high school,
But
whichever one you want to
you
call it.
have to stay in some sort of education, be that an apprenticeship, a college, or in most schools, a sixth form. After sixth form, at the age of 18, you're free to do what the hell you like. Most people go on to study bollocks at college and then absolute bullshit in university and come out with a massive debt and no job.
Hmm.
Sounds about the same as over
Mhm.
I mean, who the hell wants a degree in pop music?
Exactly.
Because the only place you're going to work in is HMV and they're not employing anyone.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you're gonna get a degree, you better get something in technology.
Or law.
What?
Or edu-
What? Your microphone is in and out.
Who?
You
What?
said law.
I said law.
Yeah,
Oh,
like be a lawyer or
A lawyer,
Yeah.
a teacher.
I should have gone into accounting and auditing because I was only good at maths.
Hmm. That's what I was going to do.
And I got an A level in accounting and auditing.
honestly I think the best one to get into is anything technology based.
No, I fell for that upline and sinker.
Yep, same here.
So what are you going to do, David? Oh, I don't know what's out there. What's coming up in the world? Oh, we're going to need a lot of computer programmers. There's a millennium bug, don't you know?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
I
there's
fell for that too.
Yeah.
tons and tons of tech jobs over here.
Yeah.
Shit
But
tons.
no, I started computer programming and computer maintenance, accounting and auditing and stuff like that. And by the second week of computer maintenance, I realized the millennium bug was a load of bollocks.
Hmm.
And that got me my first downgrade on my assignment when I actually put in the what do they call them, project, that it was a lot of bollocks.
Hmm.
Yes, because the teacher
was arguing me, and he didn't understand that computers would just keep going on. If the computer date in the bottom corner says 1999, it's clearly going to just move around to 2000. And if it
Mm.
just says 99, it will just go back to 00.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
wasn't hard. And it never, and
Well, it doesn't matter. The guys that told him to fix it, told him to do the shit back in the 70s, and they didn't listen to anybody anyway.
yeah, but
And
the
then when
problem
the time
was,
rolled around, they all freaked the fuck out last
yeah,
minute.
but the problem was by the time I come to end of my college course, right, 4 years later, they suddenly were starting to realize the Millennium Bug was a load of bollocks anyway. And all them computer programmers that they rush through the college system and that suddenly realize there's no career for them. And
Yeah,
what
but there was a
the
handful
other
of
thing they did, they didn't teach us the modern programming languages. They taught us COBOL and QBasic,
And Fortran.
which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
coming to an end anyway.
But what I'm saying is they had a small group of computer techs back in the 70s that warned them to fix that problem. And they said their literal answer was, we got 20 something years, we'll be all right.
But it never
Yeah.
happened.
If you ever watched, well, they had fixed a lot of it before that even was a thing anyway.
Well, they didn't fix it. No
Because
one
they
did
didn't know
anything because-
exactly. The problem was you didn't know what was going to happen. You were guessing.
Yeah,
And
everyone said
instead
the
of
computer. Well, actually, no, it was easy to predict what was going to happen. And I'll tell you how it was easy to predict. On your computer, you can set the dates whatever you want. So, in my second week of my college course, when I was like, I wonder what would happen if I screwed this computer up by changing it to 1999 on the 30th of December, right? And set the clock to 11:51. 10 minutes later, the computer was still running. And I was like, oh, bollocks.
Oh yeah, I remember Y2K. That night, the New Year's Eve, everybody was sitting there at midnight looking at the fucking clock, waiting for the world to explode.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm.
And then nothing happened.
No, something did happen. Something went kaboom on Millennium Eve. Because that's when I built my Millennium rocket and learned a valuable lesson about fireworks.
Dude, people
Don't
were
forget, in
buying
a
like,
firework, there is a lift which ignites the bang at a certain point.
Yeah,
If you
but there
mix
was-
the lift and the bang together, all that happens is your giant rocket full of about 500 pounds worth of fireworks. Back in their days, they were pretty cheap. You could buy a big box for £3. And I had all these fireworks all muddled into one box, into one cardboard tube, and I lit it, and it just suddenly started rocking, and all the neighbors were like, that's not good. So we all dived for cover, and it went kaboom, and it blew out a few windows, damaged a few cars, and I got arrested.
Be like Sheldon taking Leonard's thing and put it in the
Put it in the lift. Yeah.
elevator.
Yeah, something like that.
Oops, you miscalculated.
I had plenty of time. Boom.
Yeah, it's all right. No, done. All done. Go.
where'd
They were
Paul
actually
go?
going to try and do me on terrorism charges.
Where'd
Yeah.
Paul go?
What, for
Don't know.
blowing up a garden?
It weren't a garden. It was a grass verge in front of our house, a communal grass verge. But it's the fact that it damaged a few windows and cars and
Uh-huh.
one person's front door. That was
Where's Paul
closest
at?
to it.
Oh no.
I don't know. He weren't here when I came.
I don't know. He went off a minute ago.
Oh,
Probably feeding the dog.
Yeah.
Then
You know
one
what
neighbor
we need-
came down and asked him about something. He said, "You want him?" So he was doing something with the neighbor too.
Yeah. You know what he needs to do? Print out a picture of his face and just stick it to the back of his chair.
Yeah.
He needs to make a video of him sitting there like he's doing something, like he's on the phone.
Yeah.
Put it on a loop. Yeah.
Just set it as his background.
Yeah, people
Oh.
were spending stupid amounts of money during Y2K buying bunkers, all kinds of shit.
Uh-huh.
Remember that? Fucking buying 30
didn't-
years worth
I
of
didn't waste
food.
my money on that bunker. I still use it.
That's what he's actually been in this whole time. Telling us he's in some apartment somewhere.
Yeah.
He's been in the ground hiding.
Boy, if I had me a bunker, that's where I'd be.
Oh, there's a place out in the Midwest. I can't remember what state it is, but they have a bunch of really heavy duty military buildings, and it looks like a fucking neighborhood. And they used to store ammunition and like explosives in these things,
Yeah.
but they're hardened bunkers, and they're selling them to people as houses now. And
I
it
would
looks like
buy
a
one.
fucking, it looks like a neighborhood. Let me see if I can find it. And
It's
like
probably look
people
like
are,
the ammo dump. Probably different
Eh.
mounds with big doors on them, right?
Yeah, I mean,
hold on, let me show you. Let me see if I
our
can find it.
country has quite a few secret nuclear bunkers. The only downside is they're fucking signposted. It actually says on the signpost, secret
so-
nuclear bunker, and it points it points in the direction of it.
Well, you figure, Justin, you grew up around 29 Palms, up in the mountains, right in the back of the mountains, back of the ammo dump, there were nuclear silos.
Oh
There
yeah,
was a
there was all
nuclear-
kinds of shit out there.
There was a nuclear reaction team on the ammo dump. And we were told when we did Sergeant of the Guard or anything out there, that they gave us perimeters and said, do not go over there. No matter who you are, do not go over there unless you work over there. And it was just a building with a fence. And the fence was around the building, but everything was underground. But when we had a shooting out there one night in the middle of the night, they had lights come out the ground. The poles came out the ground with spotlights on them, lit the area up, looked like daylight, and gun turrets came up. People with 50 cal. And I just looked over there, and I mean, I was Sergeant of the Guard that night. I'm walking up the hill to find out who shot something, and we're calling it in. And I'm walking up the hill, and all of a sudden, all this stuff looked like a spacecraft coming out the ground. I
Welcome
just
back,
looked
Paul.
over there and looked. I looked at it.
Hey,
you know?
Welcome back.
how you doing?
What the hell is that?
Paul, we've got an idea for you.
What's that?
We want to record a video of just you on Zoom, right? With your mic muted and you on the phone, right? And we only need it to last about a minute. And then you can put it in a loop. So when you walk
Within a
away,
loop.
you just put it as your background and everyone will just think you're still there, but you're on the phone.
Okay, so it's Talladega County in Alabama.
I
Let
live
me
there.
show you.
Talladega County? Yeah, I've heard of that.
I
So
would
they're
live there in a
selling,
minute.
they have like, I don't know, like
Yeah,
a couple
It's an
hundred of
ammo
these.
bunker.
Yeah, they have a couple hundred of them, and they're all in like perfect lines. It looks like you could turn it into literally a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Was it a military site?
Yeah,
It-
they're
it was-
selling them
it's
as
an ammo
houses
bunker.
now.
How much?
They're selling, I don't know how much they're selling them for, but they're selling them as houses and people are buying them
Yeah,
and turning
we have
them
them
into
over
houses.
here. Air raid shelters. Little...
We've got a village somewhere around, I don't know,
They're,
south,
30 feet, 90
Where-
feet by 17.
where it's
and they're all
completely
reinforced.
abandoned, and the army use it as a training ground.
Sherbiness.
But
Is that what?
it's an old
Yeah, we detonate
military
all the bombs.
storage place from World War II, but all the bunkers are in relatively good shape, and so people are buying them. And they're pretty much turning this whole thing into one big neighborhood and people are just living in them like houses. They're redoing the insides of them. And you walk into some of them and they look like a fucking nice ass house inside that they've redone. But they can completely seal themselves in there if it was like a case of emergency, you know? Got
Yeah.
full air
Laura's actually done,
filtration system.
Yeah,
all that.
Laura's done a video of one of ours in the UK on the Wick Country Park. It's like a little, there's quite a few of them scattered all over around here. They're all pointing towards Germany. So when the airplanes came over, they shot the freaking lot of them.
Oh, pillboxes.
Yeah, they're to protect London.
Hey, Joe, what was the name of the first missile sites they used to have all over the country? What kind of missile was that?
I'm thinking,
You know, post World War II, you know?
yeah, I'm thinking. I want to say Minuteman.
That could
The
be,
Minuteman was the name of the Minuteman silos and missiles,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, that, so that,
And
there
it was
a
renamed
Minuteman.
after the Minuteman soldiers from the, was it Revolutionary War? Or was it
Maybe.
the Civil War?
I think it was the Revolutionary War.
They had to be ready
there was a
within a
Minuteman silo just south of me
Was that because they
it-
were only going to last a minute once the battle started?
in Marine City,
Yeah,
and it was
because they had to
abandoned,
be ready within a minute.
and it was huge. You know, it had these great big silos built into the ground, and it had that great big cement slab on top that used to roll back.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know
the,
whatever
it was
happened to that.
they were the Minuteman silos. Like I said, they were named after the Minuteman soldiers in the Revolutionary War that had to be ready within a minute. That was why they chose that name.
But now with all of our weapons and stuff, they don't need the Minutemen missiles, and so they deactivated
No,
them
because
all.
not a lot you actually know, but around the world, on top of buildings, there are already weapons ready to go.
No, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
we got 450 silos still active that are at Maelstrom Air Force Base in Montana, Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and Minute Air Force Base in North Dakota. And there's 70, was it 100 and
And that's
something
where
at each
everybody's
base?
flying their DJI drones, so that's why they're being banned.
Yeah, I'm just going to say they're moaning about the fact that DJI drones can see things like dams and train stations, and they put the locations of the missile silos on the bloody internet.
And where do you think that Chinese balloon was for 7 days?
I don't give a shit. That's why that was all just an excuse.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing those drones ain't seen that fucking Google hasn't mapped on their damn satellites.
Oh, you're right.
Exactly. And Laura put the video to a pillbox in the chat.
Yeah, I know what a pillbox is. Those were the very devastating on D-Day because that's what Germans were hiding in.
Yeah,
I got
They
a
had to
pill
get
box
to
in
the
my kitchen. It holds
pillboxes.
14 days worth of pills.
Shut up,
Mine-
Joe.
Mine holds
Oh.
28 days. Yeah, mine holds 28 days. As
I have
long
one
as you
that
put
holds 2 weeks worth.
1 days in each
My
compartment.
box holds
I mean,
something days. Because they stay in the boxes.
Shit, Sarah's mom's got this massive ass one that
Yeah,
does a
only-
whole month.
days with the tablets at a time.
Yeah, I knew Laura was going to throw her 2 quids in.
Yeah. Well,
2 penneth.
you know
That's
we
big.
have the 4-minute warning over here, Mark. You were actually
Oh,
thinking of
4 minutes.
4 minutes. The 4-minute warning.
4 minutes is going to give you just about enough time to make a cup of tea.
No, it's just it gives you no time to post on Facebook goodbye, right? Because you ain't going anywhere. But the 4-minute warning is if there's an imminent nuclear attack.
Yeah, to hell with it. If there's a nuclear attack, I ain't moving anywhere because it don't matter where you are.
You got a
I
point.
love only fools and horses in the when they get pulled over.
Oh yeah, go
in the
down
car.
into the cellar and build a lead. What's it?
It
yeah.
went in the cellar. It was up on the roof of the building, tower block.
Oh, it was in the cellar.
No, it was in the on the top of the tower block. You see it at the end. They zoom out, and it's on the top of the tower block. I mean, it doesn't matter that the tower block's going to get blown away.
That got me the way he says, well, we can use car batteries to get the electric. How many we're going to need? He says, well, assuming that 1 car battery lasts so long and we're going to be here for so many years, Oh, I'd say about 250 odd thousand.
Yeah. Yeah, he said yeah, so you need another warehouse just to store them.
Yeah, just to store the batteries
Yeah.
in, yeah.
Yeah. And he
Oh, you're
And,
funny, Dre.
Rodney wants to get with the school kids because they're all the nobblers or something. Del Boy calls him a sicko.
That sergeant's coming in here talking trash.
Oh, Dre, yeah.
That's right.
Curtis,
John,
W,
John.
Oh, boy.
Laura.
Well, when it comes to football, England actually won, but we only played for 60 seconds.
Yeah. Hi, Curtis.
We were
Why?
absolute crap, but we scored with 30 seconds to go of injury
Yeah.
time, fluked it.
Then scored in the 5th minute of extra time.
Oh, 30 seconds. It was 30
No, they
seconds
scored-
after kickoff.
They scored in 30. No, it was 91. The first goal was 91, and then the second goal was 90 plus 5.
No, you got it the wrong way around. 90 plus 5 is injury time. That's how they do it. And then 91 is your extra time because it goes back, they reset the clock back to 90.
All right, because they put it the wrong way round
Forgive me.
on the
Yeah. That's why I said it was 30 seconds before the final whistle and then 30 seconds after the kick restart.
Tino
Yeah.
says he forgives me.
Does
So
he?
Harry Kane
you
scored
forgive
first, keepers in it.
No, other way around.
Oh,
Bellingham
look at-
scored to keep us in it and then Harry Kane.
See that haircut?
Yeah.
He's a handsome man.
Yeah, couldn't have
Looks
left
like
it.
he did it.
Yeah.
Your background keeps blanking him
Yeah.
out.
And we
Yeah,
did
every-
it
all right.
the next
I
day.
wish his
Posted on-
background would blank Joe out.
What are you
Everybody
looking at, Joe?
already posting on
Yeah,
Facebook.
Waters.
England needed a tap to the head.
See that handsome man?
There's-
Yes, he is. And
He's
that's,
looking at himself.
which one is that?
This is Valentino. Tino.
Tino.
He just life happened, Curtis, and got busy doing other stuff. He was on here the other day,
That's
though,
my
like
main
about
man.
a week ago. He comes on every
Every once in a
while.
while, yep.
Like might be once every month or so. Every couple
Who's
months
that?
he might come on.
Yeah.
Well-
We're low priority to Paul Hodges now.
Well, no, his real estate and sign business has gone crazy. It just
Exactly.
Yeah.
then plus the
Well,
new
plus he got a new dog and he got
new
that
dog
girlfriend.
He's got 2 women in his life.
and the
One's
women-
a, one's a Mexican Chihuahua.
Everybody in Canada's selling up.
They're moving to Florida.
Actually, they had that spell in Canada where people were stealing houses and selling it underneath the
We got enough Canadians in Florida.
selling it underneath the owners.
We got a lot of Canadians down here.
I wonder if Paul actually did any of the marketing for them.
Don't know.
You see a lot of Ontario.
Well, I think he
License plates
deals
down
he
here.
deals with the real estate agents.
Yeah, but that's what the point was. These they did it over here as well. The fraudsters, what they were doing, they were faking the documents to say that they own the property. Well, people went away on holiday and then put it in the estate agent's window because properties were selling fast. The people coming back and finding new families living in their houses.
Yeah, I heard about that, but that
All
wouldn't
depends
happen where
on what
he
the
is
laws
because
are in each
he's
country.
dealing with reputable real estate agents that have several different listings.
Yeah, but that's what these were. These were
No,
reputable.
those are shabby. They're not.
We had it in a reputable
They're,
Yeah.
they're
estate
not-
agents got
National-
suckered in.
Nationally,
That's what- The
Florida, you get
proper
labeled
estate
as
agents got
you end up
suckered
getting
in.
labeled as a squatter and they just kick you out the same day.
Not over here. They had the people who originally owned the houses had to go down legal routes and all
But
sorts.
you shouldn't
to
have
get it
to.
back. You
if
shouldn't
those
have to.
Because technically, even if they were legally put through, they shouldn't have legally been
Yeah,
able
but
to
what-
begin with.
Yeah, you see what was happening when you sell a property, you get new deeds are all drawn up. So them deeds have to be null and voided.
Well, no, the old deeds, they just have an extra bit added onto them.
Yeah, but it had to be null and voided and then go through the courts, and it was just a lot of pissing around. I think there's still 2 cases outstanding.
I mean, officially, they could have been done for receiving stolen goods.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the people that actually bought the houses thinking they was buying a house, and then
Yeah.
suddenly getting told, "No, you don't own it, mate," because they then have to
Well,
go and get the money back.
Yeah, I wonder if the banks that actually lost out because of the mortgages.
Good question.
I wouldn't think so because, well,
Well,
Yeah, I
there's
guess,
mortgage
maybe.
insurance that banks put on every piece of property.
Yeah,
over
Yep.
here, a lot of that stuff's all FDIC insured and all
All
that.
back.
What?
you know the UK does everything backwards
Yeah.
when it comes to legal things.
Definitely the name's David.
Well, I know Laura requires everything to be 100% legal.
Alright, I gotta jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
Run
Wait.
along.
Are you
Play
going
Fortnite,
live
Archie.
tonight, Justin?
Probably not.
Justin, go play Fortnite.
What?
She said you're going to play Fortnite.
No, I'm going to lay down in the bed.
She said she'll
My
stick
back
you on
hurts.
Fortnite in half an hour.
No, my back hurts. I want to get out of the computer chair.
Yeah, you
so I
sound
can't
like
lay
a
down.
little under the weather.
No, I feel fine. My back just hurts from sitting in the
Well,
chair
yeah,
all
but
day.
that's pain. Pain causes you to not feel good anyway.
Lay your chair down. Go to sleep.
Catch y'all later.
That's
Okay.
what I just said.
All right. Later.
You know the pinches?
Yes, I've done pinches and then. Any more demands you want?
Yeah,
What?
keep cleaning up.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, no thanks.
Be
So,
nice.
Laura, are you going back live again in gaming or what?
No. I tried to do a live stream at midnight last night, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. But yeah, it's 11:15 here. And I'll be going shortly because I'm up early in the morning.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Oh, you got your tests, haven't you?
You got your
Yeah,
test tomorrow.
Good luck.
It's all right because last week I looked at my legs. I was like, cool. There's no
Is it-
no rashes. It's all healed up. I'm looking forward to going to this biopsy because they're gonna look at my legs and go, "There's nothing to do.
Wrong.
You
Yeah.
can go home." And then yesterday I looked at my legs. I was like, "Oh,
Would you like
So you've had no notice that it could be cancelled yet then?
no, it's definitely not cancelled."
Right.
Apparently, it's different type of doctors.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, they'd have to be surgical to do biopsies, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully, I won't get a rude one like last time. All right. You sick of living?
Anybody heard about the bird?
Hand it over. No.
Where'd Dominic go?
You'll regret it.
He got busy.
There you go.
It's the end of the month and he's got to do all the accounting for all the girls he's got out on the street.
It's payday tomorrow.
Did it?
Oh, yes, it is. It's payday tomorrow.
Yeah,
It,
but you
it
don't know
is. It is for me anyway because it's the first of the month. That's when my works pension
But you
goes
haven't
in.
got any left, Laura.
I have.
And then it's payday again in
What
a
was
week
your one?
tomorrow. Because me PIP goes in on a Monday night.
Yeah, a week on Tuesday, my Pip is.
Yeah, mine is. My pension goes in tonight for tomorrow. And my PIP goes in a week on Tuesday. The only trouble with that is you've got to make sure that you make it last the whole month instead of having a second payment halfway through the month. Because I would say that just over a half of my works pension goes straight out in 2 or 3 days in paying bills.
Yeah, I got all my envelopes printed last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that took about an hour and a half. Print 200 envelopes. It actually went pretty well. Went pretty fast.
Yeah, envelopes are always awkward buggers to print because they're always thicker than normal paper. They can get stuck easier, can't they?
Yep, this was a craft envelope that's 6 inches by 9 inches with a clasp on the back. So I had to lay them in upside down for them to feed in backwards so that they wouldn't grab anywhere. But I found out if you feed them in front ways, they'll jam. Feed them in backwards, they got that good lip on them. And I bought a different brand this year. They were a little bit thicker, and I'd have to print them one at a time. Once it print, I press print, go back and set it up. As soon as they come out, hit print again. So I had to do that 200 times.
Why do you get them with a clasp on the back? Why don't you just get the self-adhesive ones?
It's about $5 cheaper.
Where you
And I'm
just
all about
peel-
$5 cheaper.
where
The,
you just
the
peel-
adhesive ones too, going through the machine, the adhesive comes off sometimes.
No, you can get them with a strip of. They have the adhesive, and then they have a strip of tape over the top of it that you have to peel off when you want to seal the envelope.
Yeah, when I was doing the regular envelopes with the adhesive like that, it was peeling that strip off on me, going through my machine.
All right.
So that was, and then it was jamming. And then I'd have to take the machine apart. So I said, you know what? Go back to the class.
Mm. Hey, there you go.
I got to bring them to them tomorrow.
Get the old style envelopes where they had to lick them to stick them down.
Yeah, that's just as bad. Well, they have a clasp on the back, but just lick them and stick them. And everybody puts their money in and sticks them. They'll lick them and stick them. So when I get them, they're all stuck there. And that makes it even worse because then I got to take each envelope, and I might have 180 envelopes. I got to go through and get like a paper thing to go through it and rip it where I don't rip anything apart. Because I need the envelope until I get the order in.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got the envelope and the orders in, the orders distributed, then I box them and I put the date on them, and I let them sit. And then what I do is about a year later, I usually get rid of them. Sometimes I'll keep them. I think I got 2 years worth right now because it only takes up a little box.
So that's to go towards your accountant for your taxes.
Yeah, that's to make sure that I have record of
Yeah.
what I have in case I need a name, spelling, or something. I can go back and look. Because you never know when I get a name spelling don't look right, and I got to go back and check, and somebody gave me the name wrong.
I've got a lot of the names over there look like they spelt wrong.
Well, I can't remember the name now. Can't remember the kid's name, but North Shore Track last year, I had 2 kids with the same name. Yeah, wait, that ain't the best. One was a senior, and one was a freshman. So I get the names, and I'm going down the roster, and I see the names, and I don't catch the 2 names. Normally, I do them by alphabet, so I would have caught them. I didn't sort them this time. So what wound up happening was the senior poster I put out there. Everybody said look good, sent it in. Had the wrong kid's name on it, and it was a simple name. It was like Thomas or Tommy or something like that. It was that close. Actually, that's sorry. It was the same name. But when I put the name, it was one letter different in it, in the way they spelled the name. That's how I caught it. And I caught it after the mom said you spelled the name wrong.
So like Thomas with a H and Thomas without a H.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And then I asked
Tom-
the coach, I said, "Did you realize you got 2 kids the same name?" She said, "Yeah, I forgot to tell you that."
Mm.
And then at the
Oh.
$50 poster that I had to redo.
Or like me and a few other Marks, Mark with a K and Mark with a C.
Mm.
Yeah. But when I caught it was because I had the pictures coming in right for the one kid, and then I had the poster spelled wrong. So I texted the mom and I said I made him because I can't remember exactly how it happened. I texted the mom with the pictures. I said the pictures were wrong. I got to fix them. And she said, "No, the pictures were right." I said, "Why is she telling me the pictures are right when she told me the poster was wrong?" And then I asked her. She said, "Hey, he's a freshman. He's not a senior." And I said, "Hold on a minute." And I looked, and I had him as a freshman, but I had the senior that just didn't catch it because I was going through 100 and some people.
Mm.
So it was a combination of the coach not telling me missing it, and I didn't see it. It didn't do the alphabetical order like I usually do. I'd have caught that right off the bat. Because after I get everything on my spreadsheet, I sort it by alphabetical order and then by grade. So that I got my freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. It makes it so much easier to do that way. And that was 100 kids. I have 180 in football this year. So I will be doing it right. I got 2 weeks in between the individual pictures and the team pictures. They got a 2-week gap because of uniform issues. So I'll get all the pictures done the last week of July, and it gives me 2 weeks to get all the packages put together. And then all I got to do is put the team pictures into the packages. So I'll have 2 weeks for parents to look at stuff and me to double check. Because I'm determined not to have a mistake this year. Hey, Paul, I went out by Sunset Point today. I was
Yeah,
gonna go fly out there just to fly around all the rocks and stuff.
right.
Got out there, 5 raccoons walking around digging in the trash.
Your buddy,
I'm
you were
sick.
having a family reunion.
So I'm looking at them and I'm saying, well, there's no way in hell I'm getting out of the car with these things. And by that time, a Mandeville police officer come by. And I said, look. And he says, yeah. He said, we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now because people are coming out here and feeding them And then they're leaving all the extra food in the trash and they're digging out the trash every day. And he said, we spotted at least 15 of them. He said, I keep telling him, because he works at night. He says, I want to come out here at night with my 22 with the scope and take them out, but they won't let me do it. I said, well, what's Wildlife and Fisheries saying? Wildlife and Fisheries says they're going to come out and trap them, but they haven't given us a date. I said, why are you even coming out and trapping them? You know, I said,
Well,
what are they going to do after they
they'll
trap
move
them?
to other areas, right?
Well, they need to kill them, because I'm going to just tell you, Mandeville, where I lived in Mandeville, is off the lakefront too. I lived there a long time ago. That's when after the divorce. I had a friend of mine that was in pest control, and I used to go out to put garbage in the cans right there, and the raccoons would be in the cans and they'd be fighting me the whole time. And I told him, I said, what can you give me to get rid of these things? He gave me, it was a little tablet about the size of a quarter, a little blue tablet. He said, just lay it on top of your garbage can. The raccoon will come over, eat that, leave, and die. So he gave me a bag of 200 of them. Within a week and a half, I was out of tablets.
Really?
And I saw him the next month, and I said, how'd that stuff work? I said, it didn't work for shit. I said, I used them all. He said, what do you mean you used them all? I said, yeah, I look out there, one would be going to be a raccoon there. So I throw another one out there, he'd take off. I put another one out there, and another one would come and take off. I don't know if it was the same one or what, or I was just feeding him, you know? He said, every raccoon that took that died, I'm telling you. He said, so if you put 200 tablets out in like 2.5 weeks, you killed 200 raccoons. I said, well, they're still there. He said, well, it ain't going to work. He says, you got a lot more than 200, you got a bigger problem.
Yeah, like where the hell are those 200 dead raccoons?
Dead raccoons would be stinking up the neighborhood.
What they do is they go look for water because it makes them thirsty, real thirsty. And the only water was down by that little bayou that it was about a block. So they all probably died by that bayou.
Yeah, but wouldn't people smell that?
Yeah, I feel sorry for the guys that own property right there.
Yeah, apart from that, it's dangerous to use 200 Viagras at once.
Yeah. That was a little bigger than a Viagra. Not that I know. I saw them on TV. But I cannot stand raccoons. But I got to fly somewhere today that I haven't flown. That I've been trying to fly probably since I got the original Levada.
Uh-huh.
But the problem is, every time I go there, they got kids in the park and everything else. It's a little park by the police station. And I went there today and there was nobody in there. So
Nice.
I flew all around in between all the stuff. And then right there, City Hall is right in the front. And I went and flew in the front by City Hall, all between the gazebos, the monuments, and all that stuff by the City Hall. So I got 2 flights in there with the Avata 2. Greatest drone ever. They have a tennis court to the side there. There were 3 girls in there with an instructor learning how to play tennis. But I was nowhere around where they were.
Mhm.
But I had a little, it was fun flights. It was hot as hell though.
No, it's not been warm here today. Been quite cool and raining on and off.
I just got a call. Somebody wants me to marry him and willing to pay me $100.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah, I'm I'm a certified minister.
Oh, we didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Okay.
See it, Joe?
Yeah,
That's handy.
Well, they're willing to pay me $100 just to show up and give them the I do's.
and you go up there and you say, do you love her? Do you love him? You're married.
Are you
Does
go-
it
are you-
have-
and I'll look her in the eye. Are you going to do as you're told?
Does it have to be in a recognized place?
No, I can marry him anywhere. It's
Do it
like
anywhere.
I've done funerals out in fields and stuff where they spread ashes and that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Well, shoot, if you ask her, are you gonna do what you're told? And she says yes, he might give you 200.
So, Paul, you can do any wedding, can you?
Yep. Weddings, funerals, baptisms.
Can you do it online?
Right. No, it's going to just have Zoom.
Can you marry David and Laura on Zoom?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Doing weddings.
Yeah.
Well, you
Ladies
said
and
there's no way in
gentlemen,
hell
you
you're
join
gonna
us here
marry
for a
me.
late night wedding.
Yeah, I don't think it would be valid because he's not.
Not in the
minister
same
in the
country.
UK.
Actually,
And he doesn't want that funny money
We
either.
just have to go and get it.
actually, if Paul was to marry us and send us the paperwork, all we then do is take it down to the town hall and get it swapped over.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, because we can get married in other countries quite easily nowadays. Yeah.
Wonder what your family would say.
They'll kill you.
Well, you can watch it back. It's on Zoom. It's on YouTube.
Well, here's what the
That's not
document
no
says.
good.
That's it. We'll be your witnesses.
Here's what the
Mm.
document says. This is to certify that the bearer hereof, Paul Murray, has been blessed, anointed, appointed, and ordained as a minister, and as such has the authority to perform all sacerdotal rites of the church.
And which church?
Okay.
This is the Church of Universal Ministries.
So, if I was to bump someone off and then got Paul to do the funeral service, when the police come and arrest me, and I say it was accidental, and then they say, "Well, you've stopped an unlawful burial," I can say, "Well, no, I had a minister present on Zoom, and he committed the rights."
Well, let's explore that. What are you going to do to Laura and bury her? What?
I'm not going to bury Laura. How big do you think I could dig?
Well, here's the thing, which most
Start
people don't
digging
know.
your own right now.
That's what I was thinking.
What most people do not know is you can become a minister online.
Yep.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you can over here.
Yeah, you can.
They
Oh,
did
yeah.
it on the big. They did it on the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah,
They
I know
all
they did a
became
Big Bang Theory.
ministers and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Hollywood though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that can be done.
but I don't think you can do it over here, Mark.
I think if you research it, you'll find you can.
I am not. I think you can. I'm not sure how valid it would
I
be.
think that'd be great, David. We'd be brothers in faith. There you go.
You've got 7 days left. And then,
That sounded ominous.
Is
that's
that
not-
just down?
yeah.
Laura's just told David he's only got 7 days left.
That's on Just Dance.
That's the one we want to end.
Oh, okay, so that's one. All right.
And if in my wallet somewhere there should be 2 redeem
Oh, yeah, I
codes.
forgot about that. Right, so if I quit this one,
But I don't know how you redeem them.
who's Just Dance 24 then? Oh, it puts it all in that Just Dance. That's that.
Right.
It all goes in there.
Right, so there should be 2 codes to redeem on it.
No, remember we had an issue trying to find where they put them.
Yeah, but the purchase,
But have you got the code still?
they're on there.
I don't think they were. I thought they were emailed.
Control, print screen. No,
Mm.
I want to share.
That's wandering about somewhere.
Okay, just so you know, I put in being ordained as a minister in the UK. Comes up with all these different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Get on it, David.
Justin,
You can become a minister in 1 minute. It's easy, fast, and it's official.
well, Jason was there, whether he's still there or not, or whether he's hijacked Justin, I don't know.
Okay.
Yep, you can do it, David.
But I don't think you're allowed to officiate at your own wedding.
Oh, it's on the 2022 one.
We don't have 2022.
Yes, we do.
I
Right,
think you.
it's
I
in
think
codes for that.
you can,
No,
as
thank
long
you.
as you get the license.
It's in the list.
Okay.
You forgot the USA bit at the end of
Well,
it,
it's
Dominic.
Pass can be activated.
What's that for? A voucher for McDonald's or something?
No,
No,
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
And if you've won any
if
Fridays,
you've
you've
won
got to
any-
use them by the 9th.
Yeah.
So anyway, the marriage is supposed to happen next Friday night
Okay.
at a pub up on the lake.
There you go.
That's where they met. That's where they want to get married.
Well, you might as well make $100 as not.
Well, the sad part
$100,
of it
$100.
is if I knew them, I'd probably do it for nothing. But since they're offering $100, she says, "I'll give you $100 cash." Okay.
Yeah, but don't forget
Yeah.
you need your travel costs, your hotel accommodation.
It's only 20 miles north of here.
Doesn't matter. Anything over 15 miles, they must pay hotel accommodation.
Yeah, it's a gallon of juice.
Right, you just do a thing,
What?
Dominic, you could become
That's
an
what he
ordained
does,
minister
it's fun.
down there in Australia.
Okay.
No.
because it's
Just put in, how do I become an ordained minister in
What's-
in
what's in
Australia?
Texas?
And I'm sure it'll come up and give you all kinds of ways.
I'll look into that, yeah.
Yeah, then you can just put an advert on Facebook saying marriages performed, reasonable rates.
Yeah. No questions asked.
Yeah.
All you have to do is you have to apply, and like this gal, she
Well,
already has a license issued, a government license, a marriage license.
Only
So
two
all I
questions.
have to do, there's a place to sign on the bottom down there about who you, the date and time.
Who's officiate.
And your signature. Dominic, you'd probably be surprised. There's a lot of people that like to use you for quickie funerals and all kinds of stuff.
Mm.
Let's say when it ends.
And you can offer drone photographs of the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But we're not renewing that one, are we?
no, we're not renewing it anyway.
We're just redoing it.
Uh,
Which, does that tell you when that ends?
I got to drop off. Oh,
Okay,
bugger.
Dominic.
5 days, sorry.
Is that only a month
We'll
trial?
see.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, so later.
Later, Dom.
See you later.
I know David's got to go pretty soon too, because he's got that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in a minute.
I think Dominic's got to sort out Paul Wedgenbig's.
Oh, Wedge and Big is live.
Yeah,
It
he's
will
like,
be. It will be
Yeah.
later.
2 hours. Well, an hour and 49 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's 1 o'clock our time.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, 1 till 2, and then builds on at 3.
I gotta figure out what I used to have is I used to have the thing that went on the collar with the little white thing right here.
Oh yeah, the collar.
I don't know what I did with that.
The dog collar.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ministerial
yeah.
identification collar.
Don't worry.
Yep.
Mia, give me your collar.
It's always known as a dog collar over here.
Yeah, no. You can imagine it just turn up with a proper dog collar. And the leaves still dangling down.
Mm.
All right, people. You think did someone say anything about Fortnite? And that's Jason. I think that was you that said you was gonna go and play Fortnite.
Yeah, but you haven't let me since.
Mm.
The game's loaded. I need charger.
Well, folks, I think it's time for bed, bows.
Ready to
calling
head
it?
out, are you?
Yeah. Well, like I said, up early in the morning.
Mm.
Here we go. Here's the ministerial collars. $7.99 for 5 of them.
You could just
You got
buy
the
it.
shirt?
Oh yeah, any shirt will do as long as it's a button-up shirt. Because if you look at it,
Doesn't it have to be a black shirt
No.
Yeah.
or a grey, dark grey one?
No, I've seen them wear all different colours around here.
I mean, I wear a football shirt. In fact, that'd be the perfect wedding costume for me, a football shirt. I think Laura will kill me.
I would more than kill you. I would kill you, bring you back to life, and kill you again.
Cool.
In Fortnite.
well, Laura, if you sign up and become a minister, you could bury him too.
Well, on that note,
Okay, everybody. Hey, I'm gonna close it down. Everybody have a great evening.
yeah,
Joe,
see
we'll
you all
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
Uh-huh.
See y'all later.
See you all
Bye-bye.
tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
David, Laura, bye-bye.